This week marks 50 years since the remnants of Hurricane Agnes wreaked havoc on the Midstate.
Yeah, at the time, it was the most costly natural disaster in U.S. history. Agnes began in the Gulf of Mexico as a Category 1 hurricane and then weakened into a tropical storm, dumping more than 15 inches of rain in Harrisburg in less than 48 hours. The storm stands alone after 50 years as the all-time rainfall and flooding event for Harrisburg and surrounding areas. The storm left behind an estimated death toll of 128. 50 Pennsylvanians were killed.
On this day in 1972, the Susquehanna River crested 32.5 feet, forcing roads and bridges to close. But that didn't stop one man from documenting the historic flooding. Taylor Tosheff is here now with more on his story. Good morning, Taylor.
Good morning, Allie and James. When Agnes left its mark on the Midstate, many people were too young to remember or weren't even alive yet. That's why Jim Doman of Shiremanstown grabbed his camera on this day 50 years ago to document what would become part of our state's history. At the age of 85, he sat down to show us the photos he captured. In 1972, Jim Doman was just starting his photography business, taking pictures of uplifting moments in life.
The weddings, little league teams, midget football teams, church groups, family portraits.
Until one day he captured something different.
I woke up June 24th, 50 years ago, and I put on the TV, listened to the news just like thousands of others were watching.
To see the record-setting flooding in the Midstate caused by the remnants of Agnes.
He mentioned when the crest would be, and I grabbed my camera.
Planning to get shots of New Cumberland, Wormleysburg, and Harrisburg.
The water was up on Bridge Street, the main streets through New Cumberland.
Jim made his way from New Cumberland to Negley Park, overlooking Wormleysburg and the flooded Susquehanna River.
Front Street in Wormleysburg was very flooded. I took several photos of that.
With most of the roads closed, Jim parked his car in Lemoyne.
So I threw my bag over my shoulder with my tripod, got onto the railroad bridge, started walking across that. I was 35 years old, maybe younger and dumber at the time.
Once he got to the other side,
authorities were there to meet me. So they wanted to know my name. What was I doing? I said, well, I'm taking photos of the flood today. Who are you doing it for? I said, well, I'm doing it for myself.
Not knowing that 50 years later, his photos would become a snapshot of history.
About the time of the crest, the Walnut Street Bridge, full of debris, water was right up to it.
And Jim was getting a first-hand look.
Yeah, I see a young boy carried in the Harrisburg Hospital in the arms of river rescue personnel. There was a lot of businesses were hit hard, along Front Street, buildings, homes. I just felt so sorry because I know these people, what they're going to have to go through.
Over the past 50 years, Jim has only shared these photos with some friends and family until now.
You figure 50 years ago, if a kid's 18, he's 68 today. These could bring back some memories for people who weren't in the flood or saw the flood. This will show them what happens, and I think that would be good.